to Ogham then. Hopefully they've had time to rebuild. There is something very wrong in these lands. It is not corruption. It is something far older, far darker. I must search my memories. Give me time. Move swiftly.
What brings you here? Your timing is impeccable. We could sorely use your aid.
Unfortunately, we need the Ezamites to stave off a coming doom.
By the first ones. You're calling us to war? Our people do owe you a debt, but right now, Ogham is on the brink of destruction once more. We can't sleep. We can't move. We can't rebuild. We're being picked off in the dead of night. One by one, our people are being dragged off into the darkness. Only the distant sound of screams gives us a clue as to what has happened.
Do you have any idea why this is happening?
Our neighbours in Holton, Thane Wulfric and Lady Ellsworth, have lost their bloody minds. Bloodletting, torture, pain, misery, and death. That's all that lies in wait for those stolen off to Holton. Look, now I understand you need us, but we can't leave this place undefended in the face of this. Help us once more, and we'll come to your aid.
Consider it done.
Good. We've still not rebuilt the roads the Count destroyed, so you'll have to take a harrowing route. Of late, we call it the Blackwood, for it's become home to darkness and madness. You'll find a path to reach it through the crops. Una knows more about the Blackwood's curse. I dare not go there. Should you need to, call on her. Stick to the cairns.
Oh, it's our old local hero.
Welcome back. It is good to see you.
Make us proud, will you?
Let us deal with this worm first! So be it. I surrender here. I will metropolis! Flames consume all! I surrender here. I surrender here. I will melt your flesh!
In life, divided. In death, united.
The king in the mists claims this wood. I guard with his hands. Drown in darkness. Run!
Even storms must break.
They spirits. What are they doing? It seems they gather here for a reason. Seems they were trapped within that cursed one. With their aid, perhaps you'll be able to pass through the Blackwood. It worked. They will guide you.
Not left here by chance.
It is good to see you.
The cycle begins anew.
A storm fire! We killed the threat first, then what we started!
Your fates will be as one.
Brittle and broken. Frozen stiff. A storm front approaching. Fury unleashed. Flames coil and strike.
revealed.
We swore our oaths to the First Ones, beneath the same stars that lit their hunt. Yet one by one, those stars...
Perhaps not. You fed the dark. Now it consumes you.
Yes! I shall
The
dance!
dance of death and vanity. I detest.
Darkness, fly! Your
Throat!
From next to never!
spy! Your blood!
Throat! From neck to navel!
Darkness, spy!
I shall heal your flesh! From neck to navel!
Not yet! Your heart!
Your throat!
You shall bleed. Your blood!
I'll have your throat!
Scarlet Pride! Darkness, fire! You shall bleed. Scarlet Pride!
Counter-fight! Darkness stirs! I shall heal your flesh! Blood shall drip! Potent fight! I shall heal!
Reveal your worth.
At this time of year, I know where to find the Ardura Akara. Let us travel to the Vastiri.
The sands shift, yet the Vastiri stays the same.
Did our scouts find you?
Not possible. I've been on the sea. The beast has been taken to Oriath.
Yes, we have learned this as well, and have been looking for you. Your return is timely. I am making moves to gather the Akaras for war, but they will not follow my leadership unless this goes well. This year, because of what I am attempting to do, it has become my duty to oversee the gifting of water. In the city of Kima, the Akaras gather at the appointed time, as marked by the skies. There, we divide sacred water. We keep the river flowing, as it is said, the same waters that once flowed through Keth.
A symbol of unity. What can I do?
The Selkari, The sacred guardians of the first barrier have not arrived. 3 nights before the gifting, they are to bring the barrier here. We cannot find them, nor have we received word. It is not mere chance that this has happened at such a time. There is an enemy at work. I am not permitted to know where the Salkari live. Zarka, can you entrust this knowledge to an outsider?
Yes, in times of need. This surely qualifies. You earned our trust by your care and service at Desha. Come closer, young one. I must speak to you privately.
Move swiftly. Yes? My attempt at unification has not gone smoothly. As a people, we are stubborn. The gifting of water is an opportunity to air grievances and heal old wounds. It takes place at the last reservoir of the original 7 waters, the last true remnant of Geth's glory days. If I am to enlist the other Akaras in this war, I must do so at this ritual. The fact that they have chosen me to do this means they are at least open to moving forward. Long ago, when the bounty of the land began to shift against us, we enacted traditions that would safeguard the future. Each Akara sends 1 Dekara per generation to the Salkari. Thus, they are loyal to all and to none. They watch over vast underground reserves that were built in Geth's fading days. For countless generations, the gifting of water meant pouring water into the reserves. Now, in this era of thirst and heat, we are given what our forebears set aside for us. When I drink, it is from water given to me by my mother and her mother before her, their sacrifice, their resolve. The Grand Water Djinn, Rashi, is crucial to maintaining these reserves, which is why the Salkari's absence is so concerning. To keep the reserves from running dry, Rashi collects water from the winds throughout the seasons. She inhabits the first barrier. The Salkari bring her to us. We take her to the sacred site, and Rashi bleeds what she gathered. In this way, we replenish our reserves. Rashi is not a criminal, like so many others bound to barriers. She chose this duty. She could choose to move on at any time, to pass the burden to another. She has not yet done so. It is a grim and solemn duty. Each time she has bled of water, her screams are haunting. This existence, alone in all that I have seen in this world, I do not believe I could endure. She has my utmost respect. For glory.
Welcome back, my friend. I've been studying under Zarka to become a tailwoman. I now live in better conditions than I could ever have hoped for. And I owe it all to Asala. And to you. I tease. We do have serious business, however. The other Akaras must join the gifting of water if Asala is to become Sekema of Sekemas. The land is still plagued by the passing of the beast. They cannot get through. May I ask you, my friend, to journey out to the other end of the Kari crossing? The way is plagued by a great scorpion and a massive sandworm, both crazed by corruption. Slay them, so that the others can reach us. All is well. Warm nights. Good to see you. The Ardura sleep wherever we must, like rice scattered in baskets. But I have my own pillow now. Have you ever had a pillow? It's incredible. Truly, these are the times of glory. Praise Asala. She has given me a fair chance to catch up. Others want to be the next tail woman, but it will go to the one who proves herself. I am more motivated. It will be me. It must be me. I owe her that. One day we will number enough to make Asala divine. Praise be to that day. She will bring rains to the Vastiri and glory to our people. Praise Asala.
The location of the Selkari is closely guarded. You must never speak of it to anyone, or there will be consequences. Ascend the Tower of Abinai. At its height, you will find a guiding seal. Activate it, and you will be shown the way. There are certain steps that need to be taken to recognize a Sycamore of Sycamores. The gifting of water is a sign of solidarity between our Akaras. If it does not go well, the others may see it as a sign that Asala is too weak to lead. We cannot let that happen. For most, the Selkari's secrecy is kept on pain of death. But for you, there will be no violence. No. If you reveal this secret, I will tell embarrassing stories about you and pass them down to those that come after me. You will be remembered, but not as a hero. As a bumbling fool, a subject of mockery. As a form of retaliation worse than death, second only to being forgotten. Please do not force me to fulfill this duty. Risu's training is coming along well. She has a mind for tales. She is ready to replace me. I'm going to go on a journey. I'd like to visit all the places I've been describing my whole life. Izmir, Namakanui. I hear Trathus has rather invigorating papers. Don't act so shocked. I've done my duty. It's time to live a little. Especially if the world is about to end. Do not wander.
Asmadi Ramastas glory.
I cannot.
Vile serpent! Vengeance and fury! Come forth! Serpents rise!
The desert takes its cue.
Be gone now, foul serpent.
Fortune favors the prepared.
What happened to the Sarkari? Who are you? I should slay you where you stand!
I am Jado. Now stay your blade. I am not your enemy.
As Sekima of the Ardura, I demand you explain yourself!
Very well. We learned that someone was planning an attack on the gifting of water. I infiltrated the Selkari to protect the first barrier.
Who is this we?
The Order of the Jinn.
So, Zarka's suspicions are true. You have started to replenish your ranks. Who attacked you?
A rogue sect of Ferrodin, who stand against you. Their leader calls himself Prince Asmadi.
More false titles! How did you let a pack of stray dogs best you?
They had help from the Serpent Clan.
Of course. They swore vengeance for the death of their queen at Keth.
Even then, I should have been able to hold them off. But Asmadi, he had strange abilities. Powers beyond his own. He invoked the name Zarak. They've taken the first barrier, and they left in the direction of Kima.
Then we must give chase. Come, let us return to Mayakara. I have not yet decided whether I support this rebuilding of the Order of the Jinn. The Maraketh are already committed to protecting the world. I am already committed. It is dangerous to have a rogue element operating unseen, no matter how well-intentioned they may be. Jamal Ra was a worthy opponent, and was given a warrior's death. This Asmadi is a craven dog, assaulting our traditions directly. He will not receive recognition when he dies.
Flame where water once flowed, I'll see balance restored. Perhaps now water can flow once more. I have no room for that.
The desert's thirst dies today. halt the desert's deliverance.
Death knell!
I have seen what has come and what will be.
And I will see it done!
I cannot!
Our time is now! Death from every angle! Let your tale, woman, tell tales of this. The Phantom shall rise! Our time is now! Watch where you stand! Death from every angle! From every angle. So begins my legacy. I am Legion. Hold, Jin. The ritual is almost complete. The desert's deliverance.
Good night!
What has come and what will be.
And I will see it done! Our time is now!
vault.
It is done. The first barrier is safe. I will take it back to the surviving Sarkari.
No. We must conduct the gifting of water as soon as possible.
You would still enact a ritual after such disruption?
Yes. Greater things are at stake. The Marquette must unify so that we can go to war. Let us return and prepare.
Was impressive work. You may not see the Order of the Jinn in Orieth, but we'll be there, doing what we can. May you have warm nights on your journey.
How can I be of aid? Let us seek out Doriani's reserves, whatever they may be.
Before us stands Mount Clair, the most isolated peak in the Azmiri Ranges. At its summit, you will find the Quachik Vault. There is no predicting the state of those within. If their discipline and loyalty endure after all these generations, they will know us by a certain phrase. Tell them, the time of the sparrow has come.
I shall seek out the Quachik and deliver your message.
If they will not listen, I will come to assist you. Remember, subdue them, but do not kill them. They will fight for us one way or another. In my youth, all I wanted was power. I was the smartest, the sharpest. I rose to prominence on sheer force of will. Once I became the right hand of Queen Aziri, I realized that the system of merit I believed in was an illusion. Knowledge and science were merely ruthless tools for the nobles in their mad quest for eternal dominion. I had no power. I was a slave. From then on, I spent every spare moment secretly pursuing ways to save my people. I placated Aziri and the nobles by day, but fought a war against death itself by night. The flesh, the soul, machinery, time itself. No possibility was left unexplored. If all else failed, that is what the Quachik Vault was for. Should the entire world be ravaged by the cataclysm, some Val would still remain, deep in the most remote mountain. The final and most desperate contingency. I am wary now after hearing about the people living in Sunkenut Zal in your era. Isolation and containment drove them to horrific ends. There were systems put in place in Quachik to avoid such problems, but the vault was never intended to last this long. If the people in the vault are still healthy and sane after all this time, it will be proof that the Val are indeed worthy of my extreme efforts. If they are not, I already suspect what might have gone wrong. The cataclysm came sooner than I'd hoped. The full complement of originally intended inhabitants was not achievable. I had to fill out the ranks with some candidates that I had previously ruled out due to their religious proclivities. Blood rituals and sacrificial rites were not uncommon in the Empire, but I disdained such wastefulness. More than that, religion tends to spread in confined spaces. I can only hope sanity has prevailed within the vault. Time is of the essence.
Just between us, the existence of this Quachik Vault gives me pause. How many other plans does Doriani have in motion? Keep your eyes open. I am struggling to reconcile two men, One is history's greatest monster, maligned across Rayclast's written and oral traditions. The other is a man we brought back from the past, one who portrays himself as desperately trying to save his people. Are they one and the same? He accepts responsibility for the things he has done, claiming they were necessary. I suppose I have no moral high ground to stand on. Doriani could not have done any of what he did if I had not grown the beast.
Time is short. Make haste.
Good day to you. I'm Hilda. Been roaming the world for some time now, hunting all manner of beasts. And as soon as I get my arse back to Mount Crier, it's all turned to shite. My tribe has fled the region. Someone was roughing them up. I got one guess who. Lythara, a skilled hunter from a neighboring tribe, has lost her mind. She and her followers drove my people out. Then she turned on her own. I'd sort her out myself, but she packs quite a punch. If you're heading up the mountain, you'll have to deal with her. But there's something else I'd ask of you. There's one beast I've not been able to best. A Yeti deep within the caves of Mount Crier. A truly fearsome bastard. Many claim to have seen him, just not up close. One thing's certain, though. You'll hear him. Oh, an unmistakable howl against the icy winds. Seek him out, slay him, and bring me his tusks. I'll make it worth your while. Good day. The spirit is a load of codswallop, if you ask me. Have nothing more to say on it. There's living Val in Mount Crier. Well, I'll be damned. The stories are true. It's not some children's tale from the elders, but a yarn we weave on the winter solstice. Many generations ago, a Val named Uramotti came to us and wanted to buy a mountain from the Izmiri. You can't buy a mountain, it's nonsense. They simply exist. So we let him pass. Countless Val marched up there, trying to capture Mount Crier. Well, they busied themselves, certainly, as eventually they went silent. We assumed they died up there, trying to buy the mountain from the sky. Perhaps they did make a deal, but with Prospero instead. He'd be the type to sell you a mountain. Been hunting that Yeti in the proper season these last 5 years. Oh, he's a shifty one. I follow his howl, but I think he knows. I think he's got the sense. I bet he feels the hair on his neck stand up when I'm on his trail. He'll never feel you coming, though. Doesn't know your scent. All right, then, you nosy blighter. Let me tell it as it is. I'm a hunter, I run the woods, the fields, and I've trapped many beasts. Yet I've never heard a voice or saw a light leading me. It's always just been me. Alone. The spirit stayed silent when my dear brother lay starving. Nor did it light up the night when my ailing mother was lost to the wilderness. Even if it does exist, what use is it? In a world brimming with pain and misery. For nothing. Be strong.
Welcome to Mount Crier. Not the friendliest peak in the Ranges. Keep your footing, keep your wits. You might just leave with both intact. If not, well, these slopes are littered with folk who made the same mistake. I know the one. Once a proud hunter, now lost to madness. Put her kin to the spear, 'cause the spirit told her to. So she says. More likely the snake. If you could deal with her, you'd be doing us all a favor. And probably her as well. Some call him a genius, others a monster. The truth is usually somewhere in between. Me, I'd say power like his comes with a cost. And it's never the one wielding it who pays. Remember that the next time you go thinking you're on the same side. I am troubled by stories of deception. By voices that are not the spirit. Is there someone out there misleading us? Whispering in our ears? Leading us to our dooms? It sounds like our stories of the snake. But of that, I know little. Hasn't troubled us for generations. An elder would know better than I. The land provides.
The solstice draws near, but the owls bring me worries.
My kin died by the spirit's will. You'll die by mine.
Shall not blunt my resolve. Your hunt is ended. I will not grieve your loss. Violence defines you, now it will end you. Not yet. Purpose is nothing but noise.
What is this? What's going on here?
There is a lost temple. These open the way.
A temple? I like the sound of that. Well, go on then. Don't dally.
This is where it all began. Lyraval, at Ziri's royal court. The death of my people. I believed all this would be destroyed. Intriguing. I wonder. Configure the temple. When you next open it, I'm going to attempt something.
Oh gosh. Something exciting's gonna happen, isn't it?
that gateway lies the royal temple on the day of the cataclysm.
Is this wise? I know what you're thinking.
Wise? Perhaps not. Necessary? Yes. Enter the gateway. Find Shipokado. He is the only one who can give us access to the Queen's chambers. If he is not willing, then bring me his personal blood medallion. It may suffice. Everything I know as a man of science tells me the past cannot be changed. But I am still asking you to try. Not for me, but for the millions of lives at stake.
We'll do our best. In the meantime, we can get our hands on Atziri's considerable assets.
Excuse me?
Her legendary treasure vaults.
Oh, of course. Do as you wish in that regard. It hardly matters now.
That's what I like to hear. Let's go.
I argued with Shipokado for years, pleaded with him at times. He knew she was dangerous, and that her communion with the beast might be the death of us.
He refused to listen.
My attempts only made him proclaim his loyalty all the more. That is Atziri's power over others. She sticks the knife of her beauty into their gut and twists it for years. But she never gives them the sweet release of acceptance or rejection. They increasingly bend to her every whim, trying to please her, desperate for acknowledgement or validation. It excuses nothing. In the end, he made his choice. In the game of lies and intrigue, secrecy was critical to all agendas. We developed a method of secure access that guarantees only specific individuals can open certain troves or doors. Shipokado's medallion contains a trace of his blood. It controls the design and function of the temple we built for Atziri. Without it, we can accomplish nothing.
I'll do what I must.
Atziri is beautiful, as most women are in their own ways. Her aura of dominance stems from a very different source. Her callousness. Your desires do not matter to her. You could serve her faithfully for decades, and she would still cast you out the moment you displease her. Such behavior builds a society of desperate servile worms. Lies become truth, and cowardice is rewarded. Over time, that kind of environment twists you, warps you, breaks your spirit.
The court of a tyrant.
Lyraval was the ruling capital of the Val Empire for many centuries, but it had fallen into disuse. Shipokado restored it, rebuilt it, turned it into a modern wonder. I helped him build many of the mechanisms. I had to, if I was to keep my head.
We are not to blame for the wrongs of our masters.
That's what I try to tell myself. Atziri has long been obsessed with the beast, ever since I discovered its hiding place in the mountain. She would divert sacrifices to the dig site, feed subjects to it, just to watch the process. She seemed to believe she was winning its favor, like a master earning the loyalty of a pet. I studied it myself, under the guise of studying it for her. I delayed wherever I could, buying time. But in the end, I was forced to devise the Red Communion. She wouldn't let me return to Uzal unless I completed its design.
Did you try to sabotage what you gave her?
I tried, but she had her loyal architects verify my work.
She didn't trust you.
Atziri trusts no one. Direct study of the beast propelled our technology forward by centuries. Our nobles used gems for generations, but never truly understood what they were. They come from the beast's outer flesh, its carapace. They are corruption in crystallized form. This new level of understanding swept our greatest minds along with the tide of innovation.
You learned the truth and did not reconsider?
There was no thought given to where it would lead. Each gem we mined seemed to take after a particular portion of a myth or belief. Abilities our people believed our gods to possess. Arakali's poison, Kopek's fire. Never anything new, never the unknown.
Perhaps gems could be seen as rewards, the fruits of our faith.
The beast is merely a mechanism. The gods have nothing to do with it.
Sin grew the beast. He is a god, and it is our beliefs that shaped and formed these gems.
You have me there. Perhaps my response was too callous.
Valets of Liravon shall not suffer the same fate as Ultrawide. Consider the end. Behold, Overload Protocol. Permeable wrath. Fractured space. Freeze. Undulating frost. Strategic perversion. Freeze. Fractured space. Consider yourself outplayed. Wallow in your stupidity. Behold true genius. Undulating frost. Balanced. Fractured space. Corrupted outcome. And now, termination. Eradication. Invariance. My designs are foolproof. You do not stand a chance. Fractured space. Behold, Overload Protocol. An issue of skill. My designs are foolproof. You do not stand a chance. You have come too far. My design never fails. Freezing vortex. Undulating frost! Waited. You could never understand the burden of unparalleled intellect! Eradication! An issue of skill. Waited. An issue of skill. Wallow in your stupidity. This ends here. In Oxiri's name, I shall end you! Fractured space. Inconsequential. Freezing vortex. Freeze. Consider the end. Function. Undulating frost. My designs are foolproof. You do not stand a chance. Set ablaze. Consider the end. Waited. Strategic perversion. Eradication. Set ablaze. Fractured space. Invariance. Rising vortex. And now, termination. Flaming resilience. Icebound. Undulating frost. Measure. I miscalculated.
Oh, look at that! A blood medallion. I think I've got something in here about those. Ah, yes. This will come in handy for exploring the temple further. Let's see what we can do with it back at the console.
Speak.
How can I help?
allowed the freedoms we read of, the freedoms we dream of. We cannot couple for love, or have children as we choose. We cannot choose our roles.
What nonsense!
We cannot wander an open world as we see
Now you
fit.
die!
We must accept that our now is not at all.
No sacrifices too
Ravage! Perish!
Stand the test of time!
Drop from the jungle!
Stand the test of time! No sacrifices too great!
Thunder! Flash and fury!
Lineage of the Vile!
Not what I thought!
Stand the test of time! Sacrifice!
From the jungle!
No sacrifices too great!
Not what I thought!
Lineage of the Vile! Not yet! You are too slow! We stand the test of time!
Thunder!
Sacrifice!
Por what the list say! Succumb! Perish! Ravage!
Power under sacrifice!
What the list say! Ravage! Kill and tear!
I see maneuver! Our sacrifice is long remembered! No sacrifice!
Tear! From the jungle!
No sacrifice is too great!
Succumb! No thunder! Kill and tear!
Going in misery!
Succumb! Perish!
What is maneuver?
Not what I thought!
No sacrifice is too great! I will avenge you, sister! I see maneuver! misery!
Death knell!
You are too slow!
Enough! We submit! Join me. Blood need not bind you forever.
I must maintain a fine balance. I've no room for that.
Fools! Did you not hear the code phrase?
Is it really you?
Oriani himself? I am not worthy!
You seem sane enough. The spirit of the Val endures. Assemble yourselves. The time has come. You will march forth unto war.
As you wish, Master Thaumaturge.
Let us meet back in Kingsmarch. The Quachik shall join our cause. Time is of the essence.
The Quachik may have joined our cause, but that will last only as long as we share a common enemy. Be wary. If we do manage to stop the Twilight Order and slay the beast, we may suddenly have more to worry about. Move swiftly.
This will be a war for the very soul of Reklast. I can imagine no greater battle, no greater cause. If we are to die, we will die well. Move swiftly.
So this is Kingsmarch. Oh, quite the marvel. And Danik's Forge. Oh, what I wouldn't give for some of that gear. We're ready and waiting. Right behind you. Till next time.
It has been thousands of years since I've seen an alliance such as this. Rayclast has finally united the way I always hoped it would. Come, let us plan our assault on Oriath.
I've been working on a strategy of sorts.
The end is nigh, one way or another.
Move swiftly. What have you learned? Thank you.